There is a quiet truth hidden in plain sight, something so simple yet so powerful that when you truly understand it, your entire life begins to change. Most people spend years searching for the secret to success, happiness, peace, and abundance. They try countless methods, chase after goals, and work themselves into exhaustion. And still, miracles seem to avoid them. They think miracles only happen to special people or rare moments, but that belief is the first mistake. The truth is, miracles are not rare. Miracles are not for the lucky. Miracles are already around you, waiting. But there is one thing keeping them from you: doubt. That small voice in your head that whispers, "It's not possible for me." That hesitation in your heart that says, "Why would something so good happen to someone like me?" This doubt builds walls, it clouds your vision, it shuts the door to everything you've been asking for. You may not even realize how much power doubt holds over your life. You might be praying, hoping, dreaming, and yet deep down, a tiny seed of disbelief blocks it all. This is the missing piece most people never talk about. You don't attract miracles by begging harder. You don't attract blessings by working to the point of burnout. You attract miracles when you stop doubting, when you let go of the fear that it won't work, when you stop asking if you're worthy and start believing you already are. The universe responds to belief. It reflects the energy you carry. When you believe something good is coming, it starts moving toward you. When you doubt, it pulls away. The path to daily miracles begins the moment you stop questioning if it's possible and start declaring that it already is. That simple shift from doubt to belief is where everything changes, because what you send out comes back. If you walk through life expecting nothing, you'll get exactly that. But if you walk expecting favor, miracles, and divine timing, you'll start to notice how reality bends to match your energy. Your life becomes lighter, smoother, more aligned. That's not magic. That's alignment. You are not here to struggle through every day. You are not here to barely get by. You are here to live a life filled with signs, blessings, opportunities, and peace. But none of that can enter until you open the door. The key is to stop doubting and start receiving, not with force, but with calm trust. Miracles don't come from panic. They come through peace, through trust, through silent confidence in a higher plan. As soon as you shift your energy from "I don't know how" to "I believe it's already on the way," things begin to move. Miracles begin to find their path to you. So now the question becomes, what have you been blocking with your doubt? What blessings have been standing outside your door, waiting for you to believe? The moment you stop doubting, you start attracting. Doubt doesn't scream. It doesn't shout from the rooftops. It slips in quietly like a shadow. It hides in your everyday thoughts. It sounds like, "I'm not ready," or "maybe it's not meant for me." It shows up in small ways: hesitation before taking a step, second-guessing your choices, brushing off compliments, or ignoring opportunities that feel too good to be true. Doubt wears many faces, but its goal is always the same: to keep you stuck exactly where you are. When you live in doubt, you unknowingly send a message to the universe that you don't trust what's coming, that you don't think you're ready for more, and the universe listens. It always listens. You may be praying for change, asking for help, or dreaming of something big. But if underneath those requests there's a quiet voice saying, "But I don't know if it'll really happen," that's the signal the universe receives. Not your words, but your belief. Think about this. If someone gave you a gift and you said, "This can't be real," would you accept it fully? Would you open it with joy? Or would you hold back, suspicious, afraid, questioning? That's what doubt does. It blocks your ability to receive. It makes you resist the very thing you've been asking for. So blessings hover nearby, miracles circle around, but they never land because doubt says, "Not yet, I'm not sure, maybe later." This is why some people stay stuck for years. They try everything: affirmations, vision boards, prayers, but nothing shifts. Not because they aren't trying hard enough, but because they haven't learned to trust. Real trust is quiet. It doesn't need to explain. It doesn't beg. It just believes. And that belief becomes a magnet. A magnet for people, ideas, solutions, surprises. Everything you once thought was impossible begins to move closer. Doubt makes life heavy. It turns every decision into a burden. It makes you fear the future. It keeps you playing small. But when you remove doubt, even little by little, something amazing happens. You begin to breathe again. You begin to hope without fear. You walk into rooms with confidence. You speak without shrinking. And slowly, the world reflects that change. Miracles cannot thrive in doubt. They need space. They need light. They need faith. This doesn't mean you'll never feel uncertain again. It means you catch yourself when you do. You say, "No, I choose to believe. Even if I don't see it yet, I know it's working out." That kind of faith is powerful. That kind of faith moves mountains. So take a look at your thoughts today. How many of them are soaked in doubt? How many are stopping your growth before it begins? You don't need to fix everything overnight. Just begin with one simple step. Let go of needing to control the outcome. Trust that something greater is already arranging everything for your highest good. That is when miracles begin to show up, without warning, at your doorstep. There's a powerful truth most people never realize. Life is a mirror. Not a mirror of what you want, but a mirror of what you believe. Every day, every situation, every person you meet reflects back to you your inner world. If you believe the world is against you, you'll find proof of that. If you believe you're not good enough, you'll see people treating you that way. If you believe that blessings are rare, you'll barely notice them when they arrive. This is not a punishment, it's a lesson, a quiet but firm reminder that the power is always inside of you. Reality is not fixed, it's flexible, it's a reflection, and that reflection begins with your beliefs. If you want to see different things in your outer life, more peace, more love, more success, you must first plant different seeds in your inner life. You cannot demand a new reflection while holding on to the same old image. Think of it like standing in front of a mirror. If you frown, the mirror frowns back. If you smile, it smiles with you. You can't wait for the mirror to change first. You must change first. And the same is true with your life. Don't wait for life to become beautiful before you decide to feel grateful. Be grateful first, and life becomes more beautiful. When you walk around thinking nothing ever works out for me, guess what? The mirror of life reflects that. You'll find broken plans, missed chances, closed doors, not because you're unlucky, but because the mirror is doing its job. It's showing you what you expect to see. This is why doubt is so dangerous. When you doubt that miracles will happen, you are showing the mirror that you expect failure, delays, and struggle. And that's exactly what it reflects back. Now here's the good news. The moment you shift your inner picture, the outer world begins to respond. Maybe not instantly, but slowly, quietly, in ways you may not even notice at first. You might receive a message at the perfect time. A friend may offer help. A door you didn't even know existed opens. These are not coincidences. These are reflections of your new belief. So ask yourself, what image are you holding in front of the mirror of life? Is it one of fear, doubt, and lack? Or is it one of trust, love, and possibility? Because life cannot reflect what you have not first shown it. Begin now. Begin with something small. Choose a new belief. Say to yourself, good things are always finding me. Say, I am always in the right place at the right time. Say, I am open to receive unexpected blessings. Don't worry if it feels strange at first. You are planting a new seed, and with time, that seed will grow. It will take root. And soon, the mirror will begin to show you a different picture. You are the painter, the sculptor, the creator. What you believe forms the world you live in. So if you want a life filled with miracles, start by believing that it's already happening. Show the mirror a new image and just wait to see how the reflection changes. Imagine standing in a beautiful field on a sunny day. The sky is open, the air is fresh, and everything you want is out there waiting for you. Peace, success, love, miracles. But between you and all those blessings, there's a thick fog. You can't see what's ahead, so you start to question if it's really there. That fog is your doubt. It doesn't remove the blessings, it just hides them from your view. This is how doubt works. It makes you question what's already yours. You begin to feel like good things are far away or not meant for you. The truth is, they are already near. But when your thoughts are full of fear, confusion, and uncertainty, your vision becomes cloudy. You stop trusting. You second-guess yourself. You pull back right when you're about to move forward. You might say things like, "What if this doesn't work out?" Or, "What if I fail again?" But have you ever asked, what if it does work out? That simple shift changes everything. Doubt focuses on what could go wrong. Faith focuses on what could go right. And the mirror of life listens closely to whichever voice is louder. If doubt wins, the mirror reflects more confusion, more delay, more closed doors. You can't attract miracles when you're surrounded by the fog of doubt. That's why it's so important to clear your mind and heart. When you let go of questioning and start trusting, the fog begins to lift. You start to see little signs, tiny rays of light breaking through. Maybe you feel more peaceful. Maybe something unexpected falls into place. These are signals that the blessings were never gone. They were just hidden. Even the most powerful blessings can't land in a mind filled with fear. Miracles need room to breathe. They need a space of stillness, of openness, of trust. So begin asking yourself, where am I still doubting? Maybe it's in your career. Maybe it's in love. Maybe it's in your own worth. Wherever it is, speak to it gently. Say, I release this doubt. I choose to believe. Start saying it often, even if your voice shakes, even if it doesn't feel true yet. The more you say it, the more your energy changes. Your confidence begins to rise. Your trust grows stronger. And little by little, that fog starts to fade. When the fog is gone, you'll be amazed at what was waiting for you the entire time. Remember, blessings don't disappear. They wait. They wait for you to see clearly. They wait for you to trust. They wait for you to open your heart and say, I'm ready. Let your faith be the wind that clears the fog. Let your trust be the light that shines the way. If your life hasn't looked the way you want it to, it's not because you're doing everything wrong. It's because you may still be living under an old identity, a version of yourself that no longer fits who you want to become. The truth is, you can't keep thinking like your old self and expect a new life to arrive. A new life requires a new identity. What does that mean? It means you need to ask yourself, who am I becoming? Not, what am I fixing? If you want to attract miracles, you must first become the version of yourself who naturally receives them. Think of the life you desire, a peaceful, abundant, joyful life. Now ask, who is the version of me living that life? What does that person believe? How do they speak? How do they walk into a room? What do they say no to? What do they say yes to? This isn't about pretending or faking. It's about stepping into a higher version of you that has always been there, waiting. That version of you knows how to trust. That version doesn't chase approval. That version understands that miracles aren't about luck, they're about alignment. To help this new identity grow stronger, start using affirmations that match the life you want. Simple words like, I am a magnet for miracles. I am guided every day by divine wisdom. I trust the timing of my life. I am open to receive all that is meant for me. These words are not just nice sayings. They are tools that rewire your mind. They shift your thoughts, which shift your energy, which shifts your entire world. When you speak as your higher self, you begin to feel different. You carry yourself with quiet strength. You stop needing to chase what is already being drawn to you. This new identity is your foundation. Without it, your blessings can't stick. You might get something good, but it slips away because the old self doesn't know how to hold it. But when you create a strong identity, you become the kind of person who not only attracts miracles, but keeps them. So today, ask yourself, who do I want to be? And don't just think about it. Speak it, write it, feel it. Let it fill you. Let it guide you. Every step you take as your higher self brings you closer to the life you were always meant to live. It's not enough to say the words. You have to feel them. You could say, I am worthy 1,000 times a day, but if deep down you don't believe it, the words don't land. Affirmations are not magic spells. They're reminders. They are invitations to shift how you feel inside, to lift your energy from fear to faith. So the next time you say an affirmation, pause, breathe, say it slowly, let it sink in. Don't rush through the words. Let them wrap around your heart. When you say, I am abundant, feel the richness of those words in your body. Imagine what abundance would feel like if it were already yours. Smile, even if it feels silly. That's the beginning of belief. This is how your energy begins to change. And once your energy changes, your life follows. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to push or beg. The universe doesn't respond to begging. It responds to certainty. When your words are calm, kind, and full of belief, you send out a clear signal, and that signal starts attracting everything you've been waiting for. Start small if you need to. Pick 2 or 3 affirmations and say them each morning. Say them when you feel doubt creeping in. Say them when you need strength. Don't wait until everything is perfect, because that day may never come. Say them now, exactly where you are, in the middle of your mess, with shaky hands and a soft voice. The power is not in being perfect. The power is in being consistent. The more you speak life into your day, the more life responds. Your words shape your beliefs shape your feelings, and your feelings shape your future. That's why affirmations are not just spiritual fluff. They are sacred tools. Use them like you would use a compass. When you feel lost, come back to them. When you feel scared, speak them louder. When you feel alone, let them remind you that you are never truly alone. Here are a few to get you started. I am safe. I am deeply loved. I am enough. My life is unfolding in divine order. I trust that everything is working for my good. Say them in the shower. Say them in traffic. Say them while you cook, while you clean, while you walk. Let them become your background music, your inner anchor. In time, they will no longer be just words. They will become your truth. And when that truth takes root inside you, your whole world begins to bloom. One of the biggest mistakes people make on the path to miracles is expecting them to show up right away. They say an affirmation once, they feel good for a day, and then when nothing changes instantly, they give up. They start to think, this doesn't work. But the truth is, miracles do work. They just work on divine time, not our rushed human timeline. Think about planting a seed. You don't put it in the soil and expect a tree the next morning. You water it, You protect it. You trust that even though you can't see it growing, something is happening beneath the surface. The same is true for your dreams, your healing, and your blessings. Just because you don't see results right away doesn't mean nothing is happening. The spiritual world moves first. That's where your thoughts, energy, and words create the blueprint. But the physical world, the one you can touch and see, takes a little longer to catch up. That's why staying aligned with your identity and belief is so important. Even on the days when it looks like nothing is working, you must continue to act, speak, and feel like the person who already has what they want. This is where most people fall off. They start to build a strong mindset. They start to trust. And then a challenge appears. Something goes wrong. A delay shows up, and their doubt returns. They think, maybe this was all in my head. That's the test. That's the moment where your faith must hold steady. Not because you're ignoring reality, but because you understand how reality works. The life you want is already forming, but if you stop now, if you change your mind, let fear take over, or fall back into your old identity, you slow it down, you scatter your energy, you confuse the signal you're sending out. So keep believing, keep holding the image in your heart, keep walking as if it's already done. That's not pretending, that's preparing, that's creating space. When you stay aligned long enough, what was once invisible begins to take form, slowly at first, then all at once. You may not know the exact hour or day your miracle will arrive, but trust that it's on the way. And when it shows up, you'll realize it came at the perfect time, not when you thought you needed it, but when you were truly ready to receive it. The present moment is powerful, but it can also be deceptive. Sometimes we look around and think nothing is changing. The same job, the same struggles, the same unanswered prayers. And in that quiet frustration, we start to believe that what we want isn't possible. But here's the truth. What you see now is not the final picture. It's just the reflection of your past beliefs and actions. Your current life is like an echo. It's the result of the thoughts you repeated yesterday, the energy you carried last month, and the decisions you made last year. So when you look at your life today, remember, it's a delay, not a definition. Don't judge your future based on what your past has created. Judge it based on the identity you are choosing now. This is why it's so important to stop reacting to what you see and start responding to what you believe. If you keep looking at your current situation and letting it decide how you feel, you'll stay in the same loop. But if you choose to feel aligned with your vision, no matter what's in front of you, you begin to create a new loop. You are not meant to be a puppet of your past. You are meant to be a creator of your future. That means acting from your vision, not your current condition. It means speaking words of faith even when your bank account is low. It means walking in confidence even when you haven't seen results yet. This is not being blind, it's being brave. And slowly, the mirror begins to change. The world responds. Opportunities appear, people shift, energy moves, but only when you stop letting the present moment control your identity. Instead, let your identity shape the present moment. Let your thoughts become a steady hand guiding you through uncertainty. So if today looks hard, don't panic. Remind yourself, this is just a reflection of who I was. I'm becoming someone new now, and keep going. Your miracle might already be around the corner, waiting for you to stay in alignment just a little bit longer. When things start to shift, even in small ways, pay attention. A message comes at just the right time. A person you haven't heard from suddenly offers help. A door opens you didn't know existed. These are signs. Don't ignore them. Confirm them. Celebrate them. Say, yes, this is proof it's working. Too often we confirm our fears instead of our faith. We say, "Of course this went wrong. That's just my luck." Or, "I knew it wouldn't work." And by doing so, we keep sending out the signal that says, "I expect disappointment." The universe listens, the mirror reflects, and the cycle continues. But what if you flipped that? What if every little blessing became a signal to believe more, not less? What if you trained your mind to notice the good instead of waiting for the bad? That is how you shift momentum. That is how small miracles grow into big ones. Think of it like a plant. Every good moment is a drop of water. Every time you say, "I'm so grateful this happened," you're giving that miracle energy. You're helping it grow. But every time you say, "It probably won't last," you're cutting off its roots. So when something beautiful happens, no matter how small, say, "More of this, please." Let your energy be a full body yes. Let your words confirm the direction you want to go. And when doubt whispers, answer it with truth. Say, "I choose to believe." Say, "Everything is always working out for me." Say, "This is just the beginning of something amazing." You're not pretending. You're preparing your nervous system to hold more light. You're teaching your body how to live in joy instead of fear. You're training your mind to expect goodness. And the more you confirm the good, the more good you'll have to confirm. You don't need to chase blessings. You don't need to force miracles. You just need to become someone who attracts them naturally. When your thoughts are calm, your heart is open, and your belief is strong, you become magnetic. Things come to you with ease. People feel drawn to your energy. Opportunities feel guided. This is not magic, it's alignment. The universe is always responding to your energy. It's not judging you, it's not punishing you, it's reflecting you. So if you want something to change, don't try to fix the outside. Fix the signal you're sending out. Become the person who expects things to go right. Become the one who trusts even in silence. Become the one who knows they are supported, guided, and protected. Your job is not to control how or when your miracle comes. Your job is to become the version of you who already has it. That version is peaceful. That version trusts. That version walks through life, knowing that good things are always showing up, even if it doesn't know exactly how. And once you start living like that, once you stop begging and start believing, life begins to shift, slowly, then all at once. Everything you've been seeking is already on its way to you. And the moment you stop doubting, the moment you stand in your truth and hold your belief without fear, that is when the miracle begins to take shape. So breathe deep, let go of the fear, say yes to what's meant for you, and walk forward, knowing this simple truth. The universe is already preparing a way. Your only job now is to believe it. You have always had the power to change your life, not by fighting harder, but by shifting your belief. The mirror of reality is always watching, always reflecting, always listening. And now that you understand how it works, you can finally stop living in fear and start creating from faith. The moment you stop doubting, miracles begin to move. Keep trusting, keep aligning, keep becoming. Your new life is waiting.